Excel 2016, Module 2, pages 85 through 89. At the top of page 85, please read about indenting cell content. All right, to indent the expense categories, select the range B7 to B8. All right, so here we are. We're on our Sales Report tab, see it right there, and we're going to go to B7, and we're going to select B7 to B8, which is the cost of sales and operating expenses. On the Home tab in the Alignment group, so Home tab, Alignment group, click the Increase Indent button twice. So you have two indent buttons right here. This one is Decrease, this one is Increase. Click Increase 2 times, 1, 2. Deselect, and you can see that we kick these two items over 2 times to the right. Real quick, just read about adding borders to cells. There's a couple of quick paragraphs. To add borders to the sales statistics data, step number 1, select the range B5 to F5. So I want B5 to F5. On the Home tab in the Font group, click the Borders button arrow. Okay? Home tab, Font group. This is my Borders button, but we want to hit that little arrow that's pointing down next to it to drop down that selection palette. And we want the bottom border, which is the first selection right there. Do you see it? Okay. Select the range B6 to F6, so B6 to F6. Step number 4, in the Font group, click the Bottom Border button. Now, the bottom border is now the one that's sitting right here, so all you have to do is click it, and we get our bottom border. Select the range B9 to F9, so here's B9, here's F9. Click the Borders button arrow, and this time we want the top border. So you're going to hit the arrow this time right next to it. The top border is the second selection. It's right there. Go ahead and click that. The units sold and customers served rows do not contain monetary values as the other rows do, so you'll distinguish these rows by adding a top and a bottom border. Step number 6, select the range B11 to F12, so B11 to F12. Okay, again, B11 to F12. Click the Borders button arrow and then click Top and Bottom Border. Okay, so we're going to go back up here, hit this down pointing arrow, and this time we want the top and bottom border. Scroll down, it's about 2/3 of the way down. Do you see it right there? Top and bottom border. Go ahead and click it. Deselect. And you can take a quick look at your formatting. Flip the page. Take a look at figure 2-15 and make sure that your formatting looks the same as it does in the textbook. All right, you can just read that quick little brief paragraph on page 86. And then let's move on to format the monthly sales table. Click in your name box. Okay, this time we're going to type in a range. It's C27 to O47 and make sure that is the letter O and not a 0. So we're going to type C27 colon O47. It's kind of like bingo. C27 O47. I always look up, check my name box, make sure I typed it in correctly, and then press your enter key. And you'll see that it actually selects that range, C27 to O47. Step number 2. On the Home tab in the Number group, click the Comma Style button. All right, Home tab, Number group, there's our little comma. Click it. Make sure you don't deselect, please. Step number 3, in the Number group, decrease your decimals twice. Okay, remember where your Decrease Decimals button is? 2 times, please. Step number 4, in the Alignment group, click the Top Align button to align the sales numbers to the top of each cell. All right, so again, make sure you don't deselect. See where it says Alignment? Now, at the top, up here, this says Top Align, Center, Bottom. So we want Top Align. Go ahead and click that. Now, select the range C26 to O26. So this time we want C26 to O26. C26 to O26. Okay. That particular selection contains the labels for the month abbreviations in the total column. Step number 6. in the alignment group, click the center button. Okay, so right up here on our home tab, alignment, you see center right there. Go ahead and click that. Select the range B27 to B46 containing the store addresses. Okay, so I need to slide back over. And we want to go from B27 through B46. And again, you could have typed that into your name box if you wanted to. Reduce the font size of the store addresses to 9 points. On your home tab in your font group, right here with your font size box, 9. We also could have physically typed a 9 in there and pressed the enter key. Don't deselect. In the alignment group, click the increase indent button to indent the store addresses, and it just says to click it once. Okay, so number 9, we are going to increase our indent one time. Step number 10. In the alignment group, click the top align button to align the addresses to the top of each cell. There's your top align button right there, home tab, alignment group, top row. Step number 11. Select the range B47 to O47 containing the monthly totals. So we want to go to B47 to O47. In the font group, click the Borders button arrow and then click All Borders. So we're coming up here, Home tab, Font group, Borders button, the little arrow. And this time we want All Borders right there. Go ahead and click it. Move up to the top of page 87. Select the range O26 through O46. So let's cruise over here. O26 through O46. Right there. And on this one we also want all borders. Because we use the all borders button last, it's sitting there waiting for us. All we have to do is click it and we have all the borders. Go ahead and deselect. This is also a good time to reach up and pop your save icon just to be sure. Alright, you can take a look at figure 2-16 and make sure that your screen looks like the one you see in that figure in the textbook. Alright, on page 87 you need to read about merging cells. Read each one of those about merge and center, merge across, merge cells, and unmerged cells, because merging can be a real problem later when you're working by yourself, so make sure you read that. At the bottom of page 87, to merge the state name cells, select the range A27 through A33. So I want A27 through A33. Turn the page, top of page 88. On the Home tab in the Alignment group, click the Merge and Center button. Okay? Home tab, Alignment group, Merge and Center. The range A27 through A33 merges into one cell with the cell reference A27, and the text is centered and bottom aligned. So you no longer have A28 through A33. They no longer exist. It's all A27. Okay, select the range A34 to A36. Oops. A34 to A36, merge and center. A37 to A40, merge and center. Click on cell A41. Just click the center button right there, Home tab, Alignment group, Center. Merge and center A42 and 43. And then merge and center A44 through 46. Sounds like a good time to save again. Okay, so not too hard to merge and center those, right? Now go ahead on the bottom of page 88 and read about rotating cell content. And then let's go and do it. To rotate the state names, select the merged cell A27, that's California. On the Home tab in the Alignment group, so Home tab, Alignment group, click the Orientation button to display the list. Okay, so right here you see where it says Orientation. Go ahead and click that button. and that's going to give you the whole list of your rotation options. And then click Rotate Text Up. Okay, so Rotate Text Up is right there. And that's going to rotate that name 90 degrees counterclockwise. Now, on the top of page 89, in the alignment group, click the Middle Align button right there. See where it says Middle Align? And watch what happens to California. Now, select the merged cell range, A34 through A46. So basically, we're going to go to A34, right down to Colorado. Then repeat steps 2 and 3 to rotate and vertically center the rest of the state names in their cells. Okay, so the first thing we did was we went on our home tab in the alignment group. We went to rotate text and we said rotate up, right? Boom. Then we went up to our alignment and we said middle align. Just like that. Perfect. You get it? Go ahead and take a quick scroll through, make sure they're all fixed. Alright, reduce the width of column A to 7 characters because the rotated state names take up less space. So we're going to go to column A and we're just going to take it down to 7. Go ahead and deselect and save. And you're ready to move on to your next video.